Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of Split Personalities. I'm your host, Shany P, and we're going to talk a little bit about the different personalities and the different traits. Stay tuned.
Up to the time I told them.
I want to thank you guys for staying tuned. And like I said before, I want to talk about personality and their traits. Now, there are 16 personalities such as INTJ, INTP, ENTP, and ENTJ, just to name a few. There are also personality types which are classified as A, B, C, or D, and these classifications can be changed. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Then there are personality traits which are over 600. These can be categorized into three parts: positive, neutral, and negative. These 600 can be broken into 5 big traits. There are 234 positive traits, 112 neutral traits, and 292 negative traits. With all these personalities and traits, it can be summed up as introvert and extrovert. I gave you guys a little of that information because I wanted to tie back in with my last video where I said that we act different around different people, and it doesn't mean that we're being fake. Certain situations call for certain traits to come out of us. Out of the 600 plus traits, I want to talk about the adventurous trait. And the reason I want to talk about that is because I realize that a lot of people are not adventurous, and it's pretty sad. Now, when I say adventurous, I don't mean you have to be jumping out of a plane, jumping off of a cliff, or wrestling animals. It could be as simple as going hiking or camping. Now, I like camping. I've done it as a kid and I've done it recently as I've gotten older. However, before I went on a trip, I was talking to my girlfriend's friend and she said something that was pretty baffling and true. She said, "We people don't go camping." And when she said we, she meant black people. Now, I asked her, has she gone camping before? And she gave me the answer that I expected her to say. She said no. This is where the misconception comes in because people think it's a black or white thing when it's not. Camping allows us to be adventurous without being too extreme, and it allows us to be at peace. I feel like everyone should go camping or hiking because it allows us to draw away from our normal life that we live, and we get to see the earth for what it truly is. Another misconception most people who haven't gone camping think is that you're roughing it fully, when that's not true unless you want to. Nowadays, there are sites that are modernized and have equipments and provisions to help cope with camping. After our trip, I asked my girlfriend's friend what she thought about it, and not to my surprise, but she was really excited and wanted to go on the trip again. So, with there being more negative traits than there are positive traits, we have to work a little bit harder to make this world a better place. Also, many people of the minorities don't get to or allow themselves to be exposed to positive, adventurous things, which contributes to the bad things that go on in the communities. It's not hard to get up and do something positively adventurous. We can change that, but we have to want to be changed first. To wrap up, I think everyone should take a personality test. It doesn't take long, you get more insight of who you are, and if you have a significant other, then both you guys can take it and compare answers. My girlfriend and I did, and we were quite surprised by the answers that we got. Also, check out the many different traits that are over 600 plus, along with the A, B, C, and D traits, and see which ones you want to represent who you are. Remember, these traits can be changed depending on who you want to be. They are just guidelines to help you build and see how you want to change. To state to knowyourself.com, don't fool yourself by believing that you can't change to the better as a result of your gene. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I would love to read about your adventurous stories and any misconceptions that you may have found, or anything that you want to talk about overall. Now, before I leave, I want to leave you guys with this again. Matthew 6:33-34. It says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things will be given unto you." So don't worry about tomorrow. After all, tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Be blessed, y'all. Let your light shine and illuminate the darkness.